You are getting ready to listen to the voice of Dr. Rhadi Ferguson, 2004 Olympian, four-time national judo champion, Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt, author, speaker, and coach.
What's going on? This is Dr. Rhadi Ferguson, and welcome to another edition of Coffee with Rhadi. There are some editions of Coffee with Rhadi that I record when I'm walking in the morning. There are some that I record when I'm at home in front of my computer. And this particular one I recorded when I was inside of the dojo at my school at Tampa, Florida, Judo. And I wanted to talk about investing in yourself and doing the repetitions and leaving a legacy of excellence. And I think I touched on all those pieces and a lot more during that particular time. And I didn't intend for it to be a Coffee with Rhadi, but I ended up dropping what I didn't think were a whole bunch of gems, but a lot of people thought so when I recorded it on the IG Live. So I wanted to share it with you today. So please enjoy this edition of Coffee with Rhadi. I've come to the dojo where I didn't want to be here. I think I'm super blessed in that respect that I've never had a day where I say, I don't like my job, or I wish I didn't have to work today. I've never had that conversation with myself when it came to coming to the dojo. I mean, I love nothing more than coaching, teaching, watching students have that aha moment, or doing what I did this weekend where I just came to the dojo, cleaned up, worked out a bit, walked around, prayed in the facility, and then I went on about my business. But it was, I've never had that situation where I just did not want to be here. And I hope that parents and, put this outside, parents and kids who come in here feel that type of commitment or love that I have for being inside the place. It's absolutely fantastic. So I'm still getting ready and preparing for class right now. Class starts at 5:30, but man, I love being in here. Just absolutely fantastic. So man, for those people who train in judo or Brazilian jiu-jitsu or Muay Thai or boxing, people who are on the mat, I'm going to tell you something. No matter what level at which you train, I've had the opportunity, for some of the people who know my story or don't know my story, I've had the opportunity to win some Black College National Championships in football at Howard University. I've won 4 national championships in judo, and in 2 years I placed second. I placed third at the Pan American Championships in judo, second at the Pan Ams in purple belt in jiu-jitsu, second at the Worlds in purple belt in jiu-jitsu. I went to the Olympics in 2004. So I've had some quality experiences, man, on the mat. I'm talking about some quality experiences in sport. And no matter how old you are or how young you are, there's going to come a time where you can no longer do what you do now as you did. There's going to come a time where you're going to get older, you're going to get slower, things in life are going to change, responsibilities are going to change. Sometimes sicknesses or injuries are going to happen, and you're not going to be able to get the time back that you have right now. And all I can tell you, man, is maximize the moment. You know, I don't have any regrets about my athletic career, not one bit. I don't go back and ever say that I wish I could have did this, I wish I should have did that. I did everything that I could at the time and that I knew to do at the time to the best of my ability at the time. And I'm thankful and grateful for everything that I've achieved. But I think a lot of people don't maximize the moment in life. You know, they always think they can do some stuff tomorrow, or they can put off some stuff and they'll be able to handle it next time. And that's not how things work. And if there's anything that I learned through this past year, especially as we dealt with, you know, the COVID-19 pandemic, is that things don't happen the way that you expect them to, or the way that you wrote them down on a piece of paper, or how you had them in your mind. They happen the way that God says they're going to happen. And time is constantly running out, and you don't have as much of it as you think you do. And the time that you do have, you should invest it in the best of your ability, doing the things that are going to yield you some positive results in life and that are going to continue your legacy. I think people just believe that they can just do what they want, when they want, and how they want. And what is this thing they say? I'm going to do me. I'm going to live my life. I'm going to do me. Well, you can't just do you. Instead of doing me, we got to do we, because we all live in a local and global community together, and we all got to do our part. And the best thing that we can do, especially for children and those people who are around us who need to be inspired, is to inspire them through hard work, dedication, and leaving them a legacy of success. And leaving people with a legacy of success means that you teach them the value of hard work, sweat equity, and living in what I call a non-microwave society. You don't get to pop in your work and then hit a button and then come out with a finished product 2.5 minutes later because you hit a popcorn button. That's not how it works. And I think that in the process of the development of the conventional microwave oven and the remote control and things like that, I think that people think that things happen so fast and they happen overnight, and they happen like fast food. And fast food may taste good at the moment, but it doesn't taste as good as a meal that's been worked over and slaved over for a period of time, that the seasonings have gotten into and have permeated the meat or the vegetables, and made the dish very rich. Fast is good. It is. There's times you got to do stuff fast. You got to fail fast. There's times when you understand that money is attracted to speed, and then you do need to move fast. You need to move expeditiously. Fast is good. And although you might have to work fast, just because you're working fast, that doesn't mean that things happen fast. You can work fast and have the things happen at a faster rate, but you can't impregnate 9 women and then have a baby in 1 month. There's a gestation period in the process for growth and development. And the beautiful thing about the dojo, especially about Tampa, Florida Judo, is people come in here and they get to see the process of hard work, the gestation period, how things are birthed, how legacies have been developed, how they get developed. And then people can see, you know what, I thought I wanted to be excellent, but I don't want to be excellent in this, which is fantastic and fine, but they know what excellence will yield because they've seen it in here, and they know in order to be excellent at something that an enormous amount of work is required. And I like when people come in here because they can find out exactly what their gifts are, what their talents are, and sometimes they lie within this art, sometimes they lie within the facility, and sometimes they lie within their own personal faculties. And when they find their gifts make room for them to be great in life. But you can't find your gift if you don't dig for it to try to access it. And you got to put yourself in a position where you're, doing the work and trying to find and access your particular gifts. I don't want to talk your head off this afternoon, but man, I don't often get on here and get on my soapbox and talk. I usually reserve those things for YouTube or Facebook, but I just felt like I had a word to give to you all today before practice. And I hope that you all have a fantastic evening. And for those of you who are going to practice, man, I hope you make a quality investment in practice in terms of doing your best. Because, man, you don't have as much time as you think you do. And the amount of time that you do have, man, invest it. It's like a seed. Plant it, water it, and allow it to produce fruit. And man, this is Dr. Rhadi Ferguson. I love you, but God loves you best. And for those of you all who will be at Tampa, Florida Judo this evening, I look forward to seeing you. Take care. Have a super fantastic day.